For the last year, I've been living in a high-rise in downtown Seattle. I wanted to show you guys what my place is like, the costs of everything, and around the neighborhood. I'm going to show you my favorite spots and what it's really like to live in downtown Seattle. So welcome. This is the entryway. I just have a console table here and a mirror. I actually built this console table myself. A lot of console tables I liked were back ordered for so long. I thought, shoot, I think I could make one of those. So yeah, it's got like a nice little waterfall edge. It cost me, less than $100 to make it. And honestly, it was pretty fun. So this has been a great little console table. And then I just spiced it up with a few decor pieces and this little mirror. Okay, first I'm gonna show you the living room. Come along this way. This is the whole living, kitchen, dining / my office area. You'll notice I have a lot of the white and oak kind of furniture. I just really wanted to warm this place up because it's so modern. It can feel a little cold at times. That's why I went with all this oak, rattan, cane sort of stuff. I also just like a good white couch. I do. This coffee table is my favorite piece of furniture, probably that I own. I just love the chunky legs. It's from Article. It's so cool. I'll have everything in this tour linked down below. The biggest pro of living in a high-rise is that you can have some pretty incredible views. Got city views on this side and this side. Oh my god. Water views. On certain mornings you get mountain views. It is stunning. This view never ever gets old. I love it. I actually used to have this all in that corner, but I just moved it over here one day for a video shot and it was like, I'm not putting it back because this view is awesome to look out at. And you might be like, what is that little box over there? This is my space heater. If there's one thing I've learned about living in a high-rise, it's that the HVAC can be iffy. It can take a long time to heat up and cool down this unit. So this space heater, I use it every day. I was gonna move it out of the shot, but I thought I'd keep it real because I legitimately use this thing every single day. It's also just more efficient than turning on the AC or the heat for the entire place when I'm just sitting here for hours at a time. The kitchen is really something I love about this place. I live alone here and it's really just this wall and an island, but that is plenty of space for one person to cook. And all the appliances are paneled, so you can't really see the dishwasher, fridge, the microwave even, they're all hidden. I love that, so modern. I created my dining space over in this corner so that when I'm eating I can just look at the views or look at my phone. A lot of times, actually sadly, I look at my phone. That's really sad now that I think about it. I love this dining table. It's like a black stain. Over here we've got storage, washer and dryer. Very standard in every Seattle apartment. It's like a linen closet, but I use it for extra camera gear. Over here is one of two bathrooms. I really don't even use this bathroom myself, so I didn't do really anything special to it. Over in here is the second bedroom. Sort of an odd situation. My sister rented out this room to be her office, but she never really ended up using it as her office, so it's now kind of just like my storage unit, and it's a little crazy in there. Let's go to my room. My bedroom, I actually put effort into and I think it looks pretty cool, so come check it out. A lot of new construction buildings have pretty small bedrooms, but this one does have a walk-in closet and a little hallway entry. Can we take a moment for the closet? This is a major benefit from renting from a one-off landlord versus an apartment building. The one-off landlords will sometimes put in those upgrades, like this custom cabinetry in the closet. You would not get this in a normal apartment rental building in Seattle, but because the owner, I think she intends to live here at some point, she got this put in and it is nice. If you're not aware, these systems are very expensive and it just makes me feel like a queen. Having this organized closet, I love it so much. Here is my bedroom. You might remember it from the bedroom makeover video that I did. First few months I lived here, I kind of hated it because it just felt so cold and so like white everywhere. I did like a faux lime wash on the walls to warm it up. I brought in more color, so the orange curtains, the warm toned wood. I even made this bookshelf. I literally made that. I wanted one that would fit like in this little inlet. It cost around $100 for all of the materials, and shout out to my dad for helping me because saws still scare me a bit. I might make a base for it. I want to put a finish on it still and like round the corners. Some work to still be done. I also need to put some edge banding on. Honestly, very rewarding making your own little furniture piece, and also very cost effective. I left the space above the bookshelf intentionally blank because I'm obsessed with my projector. I use my projector every night. It's like having a little movie theater in my room. Like, I just love it so much. I got this black marble tray and toothbrush holder because I like having some products on the counter, but they just look cluttered when they're there on their own. When they're on this nice little tray, it's more purposeful and it's just cute. So this bathroom, it's really cool, it's really modern. The only thing that I don't like, there's no window, no natural light. I have plenty of windows in the other room. I recently got this to put up and I didn't get around to it. So just like pretend that this was up. I'm literally moving in like 5 days, so I'm not just gonna put a hole in the wall for the sake of the video. I'm sorry, that is so stupid. So we're gonna pretend and I'm going to hang it in my new place. But I did get it for this bathroom. I just didn't get around to hanging it. Whoops. Very small detail, but I love are these towels. I actually just got them. Love that small detail. I know someone's probably watching like, Shelby, what? That like you literally don't even see it, but you do. I notice it. I love a good white towel. It just feels clean. To me, it feels like a hotel, and this just makes it a little more fun and custom. This is an amazing renter-friendly product. This shower doesn't have a shelf or a niche or anything like that. And for a while, I had one of those ones that hangs on your shower head, but just, it's very busy looking. I just didn't like it. Friend Lauren, shout out, inspired me to purchase this. It's suctioned on, so you're not screwing into tile or anything like that, but it just is a nice clean look. It's also just easier to grab and see all of your products. Let's talk about the cost. When I leased it, this apartment was $5,500 per month. But now that we're in more of a recession, as I'm moving out, I saw that it's listed for $4,950 per month. Utilities were only about $50 a month, Wi-Fi was $70 a month, and it did come with one parking spot. Overall, this is pretty pricey for Seattle, but for what you get, this is so much less expensive than places like LA or New York. So this apartment is amazing, it's so cool, but it's not even my favorite thing about living in Seattle. It's what's downstairs. So I actually wanted to show you guys my neighborhood and what it's been like actually living here day to day for me. So this is the outside of the building. This is actually really funny because I've never done a tour where I show like the outside of where I've lived, but this is it. It's a high rise. It's 39 floors. And let me just show you around the neighborhood. This apartment is located right in downtown Seattle, which is kind of a touristy area, but in a lot of ways this is great because there's often other people around. It feels pretty safe on most of the streets. And where I lived was actually a block from Pike Place Market. So this is steps away from where I live. This is the world famous Pike Place Market. This is the farmers market of all farmers markets. It's open 7 days a week. The market is mostly known for their fresh flowers and very fresh fish, but it's also packed with different shops and restaurants. A lot of tourists just go on the main level, but there's actually multiple levels to this place, and I want to show you guys some of my favorite spots in here that if you ever come to Seattle, you should check out. You definitely have to at least walk by the fish market.
TT for Shelby! TT for Shelby!
Another spot I love is De Laurentiis. It's an Italian grocery store. It has a really specialty selection you can't really find at most grocery stores and a lot of cheese. Mishu Deli is one of my favorite spots to grab lunch. And for a sweet treat, definitely check out the Pierogi shop. These are a type of Russian pastry and they're so delicious. I love grabbing some food here and going on a walk over to the water. That's one of my favorite things about living downtown is that it's on the water. I just stepped in shit and it's from America. So pros of living downtown. It is so convenient. You can walk to anything. I can walk to probably 40 different restaurants, grocery store, nail places, post office, Nordstrom, everything. I can walk to everything. I actually don't even use my car that much because I just think it's more convenient to walk. Also, this is a scooter city. I know some people hate that, but there are really good bike lanes here. So honestly, you like don't need a car for getting around downtown, like at all. The city has set up bike lanes that are really separated from the cars, so you can ride on these scooters and bikes and feel safe, not like a car's gonna hit you. I've really enjoyed these. They're really convenient when you need to go on a short trip that's a little too long to walk. I feel like downtown Seattle in general is pretty safe. There are a couple streets that I would avoid. Like pretty much every major US city on the West Coast, there is a really big drug epidemic, and I only mention this because if you are seriously looking at moving into downtown Seattle, it is a part of your daily life experience. But there have definitely been times where I felt uncomfortable and a little bit scared. I still live my life. I still walk around. Sometimes I even walk around at night. I also bring this up because there are a ton of neighborhoods here in Seattle where you won't have this experience. It is mostly downtown. But again, that goes for every US city on the West Coast. Downtown LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland. That's something I want to note because it is really a part of your daily life if you live downtown, although I would not let that deter you from living downtown. Nothing's ever happened to me, like I've been totally fine. There's the most obvious con, which I'll touch on, the weather. To some people, it's a pro that it's rainy. I do not understand that one. It is pretty gloomy here, but it's actually not that rainy. It doesn't rain that hard. People don't really use umbrellas. It just is cloudy a lot, like a thick layer of clouds, and like lightly sprinkling most of the time. Spring is almost like a second winter. It's not really spring. Like for it to be like this is kind of insane. It hasn't been like this all week. In terms of overall weather, it is pretty mild. It doesn't get super snowy and cold, but it does tend to get pretty gloomy. In general, living downtown was an awesome experience that I really enjoyed, mainly because I was able to walk to just about anything. So that is a look at my apartment and my neighborhood. This technically is a condo building, not an apartment building, and if you are interested in buying in it, I do know a really good realtor, so email me if you are interested in buying. But that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see more of what it was like to live here, you can check out my vlog channel. I'll have it linked down below, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!